representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders.
2026 Las Vegas Raiders.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. And then oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going play action. Williams. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
We really do marvel at the way he can wiggle himself out of tough situations, almost like a wizard out there. Sure, some are probably of his own doing as he loves to extend plays and improvise. But if someone misses a block or runs a wrong route, this is a quarterback that can erase the mistakes of others around him. You sure love that guy leading your team.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur and might even hear a few birds. That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. He's going to keep it this time. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
A gain of 6.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Off the play fake, Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. That hit affected that throw. It sails out of bounds, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Connection made to Raymond. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock. And that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st down throw by Williams. It's taken in by Mendoza. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Williams throwing on fourth. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they bring him down around the 34. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Running behind center with Swift. They'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down, here's Swift. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Williams will look to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Santos' kick is good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Raiders, nothing.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Trey Tucker to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. Not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Former 1st-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He's going to throw this one. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on a quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Yards on the play. And a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's tackled at the
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play, because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
To Brock Bowers. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They have 3rd down and 8. Throw here, 3rd down. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. This is brought in at the 15. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 40
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Genty. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Go right side, finds Bench. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
He was downfield in a hurry, hoping to help with the play, but that effort cost some points as the penalty wipes out that touchdown. All right, backed up a little. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw now. Drops back. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
TJ Edwards.
Bend.
A 5-yard loss.
Even good
Sets up
defenses,
3rd
great
down
defenses in
and
this
goal.
league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Backed up all the way to the 17 now for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Incomplete on the
Kate, I've
throw.
talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Matt
Gay on to line up this field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Gay's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Jukes away from one. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Swift to start the drive. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Going run again with Swift. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 5 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Williams on the play action. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third down. Here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They'll run now with Swift. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Quay Walker.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Williams set to pass. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. He keeps this one himself. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
And the
They get 27 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
43-yard line.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
First and 10 from the 43. They give up the guns. It's Genty. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Trevon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
42-yard line.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him.
14 yards.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a throw. That one's complete, right side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Jack Besh. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 22-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Dropping back to throw. It's a screen play to Genty. He dodged the tackle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. He takes off with it. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And we're all knotted up at 10 after that interception was turned into a touchdown. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Chicago.
You've got first down here from the 36. Now here's Williams. He's going to pull this one down and run with it.
Positive with that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Williams from the gun. Hits his target. That's Durham Smythe. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
A gain of 10 yards.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. A draw now. This is Swift. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now. This is first and 10. To throw is Williams. He finds Odunze running the slant. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Second and 3 now. Now Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Williams to throw on first. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. On play action, here's Williams. He's got it near the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's a gain of 16
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's the coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Two yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's third and goal. To the air yet again, Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 10.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Tucker now on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to start this third quarter. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Second down pass play coming. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
On first down, Genty. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Back to Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Another give here to Genty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Quick to the left, it's caught. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Pass play coming here. Gets him on the quick hitter. Will muster a little down to the 30. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Shotgun give here to Genty. And they only get a couple when they needed. Now they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Raymond on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
A gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Off the play fake, Williams. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Fair catch, Colin Fuller, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They go play action on 1st down. Finds Genty underneath. And he'll get it out to the 30.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle gives sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes, well, sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
This is Genty on 2nd. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
That's good.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 from the 43. Giving this to Genty. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
A tackle by Jalen Johnson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Now here he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Raider 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Straight ahead with Genty. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. So the Raiders hang on to possession.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just beyond shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in capturing this offense. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down, here's Swift. Tries Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They've got first down here from the 36. On the ground with Swift. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On play action, Williams. And as a catch for Luther Burden. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Williams off the play fake. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
Kate, when you watch the Combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And down he goes. Raiders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Williams on the play action. Has his man, it's Smythe. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. To the air on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That one's cut on the left sideline. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down from the 42. Design quarterback run here. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
It's a screen play to Genty. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now trail by just a point in the 4th. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
The game at 24.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Raymond on the return. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 27, Bears 20.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Bears decide to call their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll look to throw it. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Gain of 3. First down, Bears.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here he is to throw. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Setting up to pass. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get 1 more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.